I wish I could say I got these earrings from Hot Topic, but honestly, I'm a traitor. They're from Spencer's. Hey loves, my name is Amber. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you a whole little haul of goodies that I got from Hot Topic. So today I'm going to be trying on and showing you guys some recent clothing that I got from Hot Topic, because a few months ago I kind of realized that I didn't have a lot of clothing in my current size, and Hot Topic was having a sale, so I went a little bit nuts and bought a bunch of new pieces, and then I waited a couple of months to film this try on haul. So in that time I've actually changed weight a little bit. So now some of the items are a little bit looser, but just know that if you're trying to judge sizing and measurements and things like that, everything did fit me a little bit better when I first got them. And I based all of my purchasing decisions on the measurements that are provided from the Hot Topic website. And that's actually why I'm doing this try on haul to begin with, because I definitely have a very, very hard time buying clothing without seeing it on people who are of a similar shape or body size as I am. And I really don't see a lot of plus size people wearing Hot Topic items because they didn't have plus size options for a really, really long time. Now they're getting a little bit better about being more inclusive with their size range. I generally run about a US 24. These days it's looking a little bit closer to 22, but you know, if that gives you a little bit of judgment. I am also about 5'6", 5'7", in between there. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I got. So these are their pink plaid pants with detachable chain in their plus size line. These ones have slightly cuffed ankles, so if needed you could definitely get an extra inch or two at the bottom unraveled if you happen to be a little bit taller. They are made with a looser fabric, so hypothetically they should be pretty breathable. They have a button hook and zip up waistline with a detachable chain for decor. And it's definitely really good that they have it detachable because as fun as the aesthetic and the punk vibes are, a lot of venues don't actually allow you to wear chains. So if you want to wear them out in public, especially to concerts and things like that, you can just pop the chain off before leaving. The front pockets of the pants are real, but the back pockets are fake, sewn closed for the fashion, which is insufferable, but unfortunately is the normal for feminine clothes. The back of the waistband has elastic, so it cinches and emphasizes the waist and the butt while you're wearing them. So, you know, I'm not going to complain. And then next up we have the Hot Topic denim green plaid straight leg pants with buckle belt in their plus size line. These guys have loose ankles and are also a looser fabric, so they are hypothetically pretty breathable. They're not quite as soft as the pink pants, but they are pretty close. They also have a button hook and zip up waistline with this detachable seatbelt style buckle belt. The belt is not adjustable and it fits a little bit smaller than the actual pants waistband. So you can see on my body, the belt rides up my waist a little bit. So if you buy the pants for yourself, the belt may fit you or it may not. I personally don't mind how it fits because it definitely helps keep the pants up, especially since I've lost a little bit of weight. So they are a little bit looser, and I imagine they would normally be under a shirt for me. But obviously if you want your midriff showing or if you want to tuck anything in, it might not be the cutest aesthetic. The front pockets are real, but the back pockets are also fake, which I do think should be illegal in the clothing industry. It's such bullshit. I don't understand, like, why put pockets at all? They're not that cute unless they're usable, you know? The back of the waistband has elastic, so it definitely helps emphasize the waist and the butt. And because of the belt, these rest higher on my waist than the pink ones, but the cut and the fit of the pants are nearly the exact same. These are the red plaid suspender jogger pants in their plus size line. So these ones have cinched ankles at the bottom, and they are the most rigid of all of the fabrics of the pants. They're not quite as breathable, definitely not uncomfortable in any way. However, the other two pairs of pants are just slightly more comfortable. These also have a button hook and zip up waist with detachable suspenders that are actually adjustable and functional if you wanted to use them as suspenders, or you could also just leave them hanging below because they're kind of styled to be more of an accessory on this particular pair. These have functional front pockets as well as a functional side pocket. So there are no fake pockets on this pair, which definitely is a thumbs up. This particular pair does not have any elastic on the waistband, so it fits as is, which is kind of ironic to me because I feel like for my body at least, this waistline fits the best out of all of the pants. And you would have thought that the one with elastic that's more adjustable would fit better, but alas, the one that just exists as is happened to be a great fit for me. Here we have the yellow and black plaid O-ring skater skirt from their plus size line. On me, the skirt rests just above the knees, and honestly, this is the only skirt that I've ever owned that I haven't had to like actively pay attention to see if my butt was covered in the back, because most skirts tend to not account for the extra size in the back. So they're either like A-line in the wrong way, or they're just a little too short, whereas these did not have to worry about at all. It is the thickest of the fabrics featured so far, but it's still like simultaneously light and breathable. The skirt is moderately swishy without feeling like it would blow up in a light wind. Definitely because the fabric is a little bit thicker, but still has that movement that you want. The waistband is elastic, and it does have a front zipper that goes all the way down the skirt, which is a fun little element, I guess. I personally wear the skirt at my high waistline, but it could definitely very easily be worn on my lower hips if I wanted, depending on what I was pairing it with. Because of the elastic, it's super adjustable. Like I said, the zipper goes all the way down to the skirt, and it does unzip all the way down. Like there's not any thread or catch or anything that like pauses it where a normal zipper would be paused. It just goes all the way down. But I did discover that if you swoosh too hard, the little metal bit at the bottom can smack your leg and sting. So you definitely want to keep an eye out if you're like spinning and being extra twirly and obnoxious with it, because shit fucking hurts. And the fun thing about this skirt is that when I got my package in the mail, because like most of these items I ordered online, I actually accidentally got a second included because two packages were like stuck together. So it kind of looked like one, like somebody probably when they were packaging it just like grabbed it and assumed it was just the single skirt with a second one that was like stuck to the bottom. So the exact same color, size, style, everything, like literally the exact same skirt. I do have a duplicate of, so I'm actually debating what exactly I want to do with it because I could definitely include it in a giveaway. I do think I'd feel a little bit bad about it because it's only the one particular size, but I could definitely do that featured with some other items. I could also sell it on my Poshmark if anybody has any interest in purchasing it for a little bit cheaper than you'd get it from the Hot Topic website. Or quite frankly, I'm also debating if I want to DIY it, because I think if you like took it in and like cropped it and added straps, like it could make a really, really cute tube top type of deal and be a two-piece set with the skirt. And if I were to do that, I would definitely feature like a DIY video on my channel. So definitely let me know what you would like to see me do with that. But I got the fun little bonus. Here we have the My Chemical Romance Danger Days long sleeve t-shirt, and this is actually just from their straight standard merch line. It wasn't like separate in their plus size collection or anything like that. And I was really, really excited to get my hands on this piece because I had seen it months before I placed this order and thought it was so cute, but when I came across it and went to purchase it, they were all out of anything close to my size. But it just so happened that like I had my cart with like all of the things that I was debating on getting for this particular haul, but I wanted to sleep on it because, like, you know, spending money. And by time I like was about to go through with the order, they had actually just put through a restock of the shirt, so I was able to snag it in my choice of size. Unfortunately, with a lot of their band merch, they don't actually have the most size inclusive options. So that's definitely something that the company needs to work on. But in the meantime, this one did happen to fit me. It is a pretty standard long sleeve graphic tee. And if I'm being honest, it's not the most comfortable fabric that I've ever worn, but it's certainly not the least. And I wouldn't say that it was uncomfortable at all. I just have felt softer. The print on this particular t-shirt is Danger Days inspired, which obviously fucking iconic album, iconic band. One of the sleeves has graphics. I do wish that both of them had graphics because that feels a little bit unbalanced to me, but I am a sucker for sleeve graphics in general, so at least one of them has it. The shirt does fit more snugly around my hips than anywhere else on my body, which is pretty standard. Like, that's my normal because I have a butt and a stomach, so that's going to be where the most fabric is utilized versus my waist or the boobs. When I was doing this try on haul, I personally styled it with like a sports bra bralette kind of thing that really doesn't have much support. So when I was trying it on, it did fit a little bit more loose in the top. So I might actually be able to wear this particular shirt with a bra that's like more of a traditional kind of push-up style, and it might not distort the graphic because there was so much, like, it wasn't already tight or stretching across my boobs, which is not exactly the most common. Like, normally, you know, I have to either not be wearing a bra or be wearing a very unsupportive bra to not distort graphics on my shirts. But this one, because of how the pattern is made, I might actually be able to wear a proper traditional feminine bra without completely distorting the graphic, which is fun. And this particular shirt is fairly long, so I personally would probably either wear it tucked in style-wise or would just kind of have the bottom bunched up a little bit because where it cuts off is not the most flattering on my body. But, you know, for some people who have different proportions than I am, that may be the ideal. Next up, we have the black and green stitch carpenter overalls from their plus size line. And unfortunately, not every item in a haul can be a winner. I don't know what human proportions these were designed to, but I would be very curious to see the fit model because this is certainly not meant for me. When I was buying them, they were out of what I thought my size was going to be, but all of the reviews said that they ran a little bit snug, so I sized up thinking that they'd be like a great fit. They might just be like slightly oversized, but still like cute and overalls and, you know, the vibe. And what I got was so oddly proportioned. Like, some of the spots on these overalls are like almost snug, but then some are very, very loose and oversized, and they're about a foot too long for my legs. And it quite frankly just kind of gives me an Oogie Boogie silhouette. Just like squat and large and just fabric. As for the quality of them, the fabric is very, very hefty. It seems like it would be a fairly sturdy fabric. It's almost like kind of like denim or canvas like. It's just very, very thick. Like, they're definitely able to be used as like nice industrial style overalls. The stitching on them is a vibrant neon green for some pop, you know, that hint of like the punk vibes. Definitely very Trip NYC, you know, the standard OG alternative kind of look. The straps on them are adjustable and all of the buttons and hardware seem like they're a pretty high quality, which isn't always common on different garments that you get these days. I did actually manage to style them, if that's what you want to call it, as part of a costume for a Letterkenny themed super soft birthday party. I went as one of the skids, and while I wouldn't necessarily say that it was like a look exactly, it was definitely very, very recognizable for the costume, and they were comfortable to wear for the whole night. They held up really well. They were fine. Like, for the costume, they worked great. It's not necessarily a style I would adopt into my daily wear as is. They could be a little bit more comfortable, but quite frankly, most of the discomfort had was just from like adjusting them because they weren't necessarily the best fit for me. Just because the sizing was a little bit wonky. These proportions are not for me. But I am very, very determined to alter them in a way to make them fit like a proper pair of overalls, or just turn them into something else. Like, they're so high quality, they were so expensive, and I wore them for the costume, so I couldn't return them or anything. And quite frankly, I was stubborn. I didn't really want to. Like, that was an active decision, but I'm very, very determined to try and turn them into something. So if anybody has any like tips or suggestions on what kind of alterations would be good for these, please let me know. And then lastly, I got these Ouran High School Host Club anime socks. And by that I mean I actually got 4 pairs of these. This wasn't even part of the online purchase. Like, this was a little bit after this initial haul. I was in Hot Topic, and my first go-to is always like the clearance rack because broke ass bitch budget. And there were exactly 4 pairs of this set of like Ouran High School Host Club socks, and they were all on clearance for like $3 or $4 each. So that wrote itself as being like my primary friend group's Christmas present. Part of it, at least, as like part of a gag gift. Like, now we all have these matching Ouran socks because they were one size. I've actually given them to all of my friends at this point, and they fit all of us, which is actually fairly surprising because they are a one size and we all have different sized feet. Like, I have very, very wide feet, so a lot of socks don't actually fit me. Some of my friends have like even longer feet than I do, and some of them have smaller. They fit all of us really, really well. They're very, very cute. They're actually surprisingly really soft and comfortable. And like, I'm just still very, very impressed by the sizing of them because most one size socks tend to run a little bit more snug on me. That could be because I have changed weight a little bit. So now like shoes are fitting a little different than I used to. But the fact that they fit on 4 different pairs of feet with no issues was definitely a positive sign. And you know, they're just cute, they're fun. And I also, that same day that I got all of the socks, I actually got this choker. I didn't even like think to include it in the haul. I just realized that I was wearing it as I was filming. This choker actually originally on each of the little eyelets had a mushroom charm hanging off, except in store it was broken, so it was featured as part of their clearance. Like, I think it was normally like a $10 or a $16 necklace that I got for $3 because, and quite frankly, it was ugly as hell. Not my style, to say the least, but I really, really liked all of the charms. So honestly, I popped all of the charms off. I managed to make 3 different pairs of matching mushroom earrings. There's 1 charm left over, which happens to be the broken charm, which wasn't broken so much as it just got unscrewed from the jump ring that it was like connected to. So I just rescrewed it back on. So now it's a perfectly usable charm that I could add to another necklace or some other DIY. And then we just have the choker. So we got 5 different items for the price of $3, and we saved something from going to landfill. So love that DIY energy for me personally. But with that, those were all of the items that I got for this particular Hot Topic haul. So definitely let me know if you guys have any interest in seeing more of these try-on hauls. I personally really like other people doing them so I can see how different items fit on different people. Plus, it's just fun to do fashion type content. I definitely want to feature more of it on my channel. So definitely subscribe and stay tuned for that, as well as letting me know what else you would like to see. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a blast hanging out with y'all. Peace.